So hello everyone. This is the turn that down. Very sorry. So this is the F1WL S2 Formula Showdown. My name is the Fire Nexus. I'm the commentator for today. Just before the start of qualifying, I want to announce that there is going to be a minute of silence from the start of the 18-minute countdown to 17. So just want to clarify that will be why none of the cars will leaving the pit lane. Obviously I will be muting myself at that point. So obviously we're just waiting for some of the drivers to ready up, and then we will be having the minutes silence. And I think collectively, everyone who joined in for the minute silence, thank you obviously for joining into it. For anyone who is unaware, unfortunately yesterday Jason Dupasquare, who is a MotoGP racer, unfortunately passed away, so thank you for everyone who joined in on the minutes silence. And I think collectively as a motorsporting community, I think we all do share our condolences to his family and all of his friends. I think we have obviously some cars who are now leaving the pit lane. So we've got Lewis, Stealthy, Command. I think we've pretty much got half the field, who is out at the moment. Let's have a look at some of the other drivers who have chose to leave the pit lane at the moment. So we've got Goldfingers, ABA, I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So a couple of drivers haven't, but we've got you are quite quick. Am I a little quiet? Pardon me. We have got yellow. I didn't turn this on. So where's that happened? I think that was just a slow Ferrari there, I think. Let's have a look. So he comes round the final corner, obviously putting in the fastest middle sector. So let's see what sort of lap time we get here. We get a 1:79. So let's go down to Well, it looks like he actually might have backed out of that lap, so if we head to machine, but we actually do have a car ahead of him who is McKeel. We'll see what sort of lap time he will put in. A 186, so got 10th off. Sheen then puts a 183, so that's a pretty decent, some pretty good lap times there. So we're getting a couple of good 1 minute 8 in at the moment. We have got two slower times, a 1 minute 19.6 and a 1:20.3. So we've got a couple of more 1.9s. We've got another 1:22 by Lewis. So maybe a couple of drivers at the moment maybe struggling or have had moments. As OJ goes from a 1 minute 15.7. Let's see what other lap times we can have people put down. Okay, so we are getting some ones who are doing 1:44, so I think some people maybe a bit struggling. So we'll definitely see if we can get some more quicker fast times. I was having a little bit of issue there with the switching over, so sorry about that we didn't get the thing. I was having a bit of issue with the switching. Let's have a look. So I think he'll be backing out of that one, but we've got Star Max Lord, who will try and so we have got obviously yellows, but I think he should be fine. Get his lap in, and he has put in a 1 minute 8.163. So has got a lap in as he just kind of goes forwards. So I think this will be everyone coming in at the moment. Yes, we will be having everyone pretty much coming in. So we have got Command and Content Mink who haven't actually got their lap times in, so they will want to definitely get at least one run into this, just because they can maybe push themselves a bit higher. So, oh, my chat just crashed a little. So, for anyone who's actually watching, has anyone got any predictions on what you might think will happen? As Command starts his lap, Jack in top 3. He's got a good lap in so far. Well, he's got the fastest lap in so far, so I think definitely a good one for Jack could definitely get into the top 3 for this. We'll see. I think Content, yeah, is also coming around the track. Let's see. So, actually, do you know what, we'll put the fitted tyres on. Let's have that good board on. Is Tupatonis will do a good start. Okay, let's see. Where's he actually at the moment? Top Gun, so he's Top and Garless. So he's 13th, but we do have Content and Command who will be coming up to the line very, very soon. I think Command's backing out of this one. Oh no, he's not. He's just taking a very odd line. I think it's a little sometimes thing because I've had lap times to validate, but that's 1 minute 8, and content puts himself 11th with a 1 minute 8.2, so it's just a HB 5.82 still set a lap time. Let's have a look. Let's see if we can maybe get a good lap in. Whoa, bit of a slide there, so I think that's going to compromise his lap time by quite a bit if I'm going to push lap. I think we've got Goldfingers who's on a lap. I think HBO might back out of that one. What is the league called? So this is F1WoW. Basically, this is currently not the official racing. This is not the official proper F1 league yet. So this is just kind of like a collaboration league, as we call it, the Showdown. Because we're currently up to season 2, as you can see. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to commentate on the first race. So this, as I said, this isn't the official one. This is basically us, which are F1wow, and IRC. Who are some of the drivers here. So I think it's about half of it. Yeah, F1wow. So obviously you can tell by the Twitch name that's who we are. The ones, so that's who I commentate for. But we do have another league that we're currently. This is the one-off, as I say, that we're doing it with IRC. So if I head to the top there, so Catty has got a 1 minute 7.07, so he takes that top spot off Jack, and I think Jack was not happy with that. So I think he wants to try and take that one back. I'm going to keep an eye on that Renault, who's going to be crossing the line at the same time. Actually, so we can switch to him in time. I could not. Oh, there he is, Sven. So it's my kill. My kill teammate goes in, but that's one. Ral, I don't think he's pushed in for another good lap, but I think this might be an actual lap as he spins off into the gravel coming out of turn 2. So looks like he will have to try and put another lap in. As we've got Stealth, who definitely isn't on a lap as he just cuts half the corner. It's a good bunch of cars up ahead actually. I think are actually on actual laps. So the two McLarens as OJ's teammate, Stealthy, I think pretty much they went on the back of him there. Is this full quali? No. So this is just a single quali session. So obviously it'll be this one, then a race, and then we will. So basically, how this is going to be run. So we have the quali, we're going to do the race, and then the results from the first race are going to be, because it's basically going to be 3 races. So the first race we're going to do a reverse grid. So obviously whoever's last will be first. So yeah, it's a shot. So whoever's last will be first, and then we do that race. And then the results from that race is then another reverse grid. So think of it as like if it was F2, but there was an extra race. Instead of the top 8 being reverse grid, it is the entire grid, basically, that is reversed around. So that is currently how we have it in the format. Yeah, it might seem a little confusing at first, but you do eventually get. I think you do obviously understand how we're doing this. As the Red Bull has come in, I think Jack will probably be coming in as well. 25 or 50. These are 25% races. so he will be in the pits. Shane is not. OJ, I suspect, will be in. Let's have a look. So we've got the gap for top 2 though. Yeah, that's it's giving me a little bit of a heart attack, to be fair. I get it's the just one more run than F2. Yeah, basically. Yeah, that top 2 is pretty close to each other at the moment. So the Haas will now start his lap. I'm going to keep an eye on ABA, but I think ABA obviously has put his lap time in. Yeah, he's sticking a little bit close to the left. I think he's coming in. Yep. So the Haas driver will be starting. Is that racing points? I think they've already got a lap. Oh, he doesn't. So we'll see who goes up. So AJ goes up to 14th with 1 minute 8.3. We have got a Mercedes coming across the line as well. That'll be Goldfinger going up by a position up into 6th. Everyone else behind him has actually come into the pits. We'll have AJ, who obviously got a pretty good lap in. I think that's one of the McLarens there, actually, I think. Yes, it is. He will be continuing on. Hasn't pushed up position, has gone faster, but just hasn't got that extra position. I got a little freaked out by that there, to be fair. So we've got Top, who goes across the line, has actually just started. So where is the Haas of Wade Pullen? I think the F1 game's got a little confused because it's saying he's been going for a minute now and he's just crossed the line. Okay, let's have a look. So, I don't know if he's actually just on an outlap. No, he isn't, so he will be going in. He's just low on fuel. Is that one of the Red Bulls? No, it's one of the AlphaTauris. Is that Rahul? Who will be crossing the line to put a very slow lap time, so I'm suspecting this is an outlap, or was he possibly compromised? We have got one of the Ferraris coming across the line. I think that might be H5B. No, it isn't. It is Catty, but I don't know if that's an actual start lap. I suspect it is. As OJ will start his. We've got the Red Bull who... Okay, sorry, I had a little bit of an issue there. I did try and switch to a different driver, but it wouldn't let me. So... Catty, I think, really wants to try and push for a faster lap, but we'll keep an eye on... Where is he? Here he is, Sheehan. Goes a little bit quicker in that first sector, but runs it wide and nearly puts himself before right there. So she has spun it out into that thing, and this is obviously coming to the end of quali, so if they can't get a good enough lap time in, then that's going to be an issue. Catty could not improve on his lap time. So that's not the. Luckily, he was on a slowdown lap when that spin happened. So we head to ABA and Found, who can't push his lap time any faster unless he's going to use this lap to try and push it. Yes, he is actually. Sorry, that was Jack. Let's see. So is ABA going to come in? No, he's not. He's going to try and push it. Will this be fast enough? I don't think it is. Oh, it is. To 1 minute 6.7. So that puts AB Found currently on the pole position, but we'll see if anyone else can actually challenge for that position, as HB5 could not push his lap time faster, even though again in 9/10 he could not go any quicker to take any other positions up ahead. We have now got one of the Mercedes of Lewis coming across the line, and I don't mean Hamilton, but he can't pull off a Hamilton, but he's at least in the top 6 at the moment. We've got one of the AlphaTauris, Rahul, who goes into the pits. Content Mink, who's also going to be following his teammate into there. We've got one of the Hasses of Wheel, who says an outlap, so we will not be concentrating on him. Where is the Red Bull? Is that Jack? Yes, it is Jack. Takes a very short line through that area, puts a 114, that's 7 seconds slower, so that will not improve him. OJ comes in as well, his teammate goes across the line, has not been able to do things, so not a great start for both of the McLarens this will be, as that's one of the Williams of Sheenan who goes across the line, and yeah, no one really putting in any new laps at the moment, but we have got who is that? That Will, who again is not going to be able to put one in, so I think that, except for OJ, who apparently is going to be putting in a lap time. No, he's not. It actually says an outlap now. For me, it doesn't say that. So except for that, I think we're actually done. So a couple of drivers have failed to at least try and get their last lap times in. So fortunately, OJ and Will are not going to get the opportunity to try and push themselves more up the order. So as we can see, we have got the current positions. We will run through this at the end. Just so we get a full picture of what's happening. Just gotta wait for OJ. No, it actually says OJ is actually on a lap. I think we just ignore that because I think it will end the session once he goes across the line. I'm not going to question that. It still says wheels on a lap, so the session should be ended. I think we're currently having some technical issues. We do actually have two drivers who are still on track at the moment. And the timer minute is stuck at a second. And this should have actually been the proper lap. So I wonder if technically they might have actually finished and it is the AI driving, possibly. If it goes for the overtake, then it's definitely not AI. Oh, that's not AI, it is actually him. I'm not really sure what is going on, but I think Wheel will be coming across the line. I think it's better probably for these two to pit. So Wheel has actually run out of fuel from this. And we're still apparently going. I'm really unsure what has happened. I think it's better if these two possibly just retire from the session. So they will obviously be able to keep their positions if they do that. Just will not be able. It will just basically end the session. To be fair, I don't really know. I'll call you Melly if you don't mind. I am very unsure. So for some reason it's counting Wheel and OJ. It's still letting them continue for some reason, but we're just kind of stuck at this at the moment. I am really confused. There we go. So OJ has left the session. I think he could have just retired actually, and that would have been fine. Wheel has actually a glitch. Yeah, basically. I'm very, very unsure why this is actually happening. And when does it stop? Just now. There we go. So yeah, that's a bit interesting. So the current grid positions are AB Unfound in pole position. Then we have Catty in second, Jack in third, Whale, HB5, Rahul, Lewis, Top Anton, Goldfinger, contended in 10th, Louis, FSC, Sheenhan, OJ, Stealthy in 15th, Control, AJ, McKeel, Red Skull, and Star Max taking up the last position on the grid. Serve an award for the most glitched game of the year for real. Maybe I think maybe that might be an award that should be. You should have. That would be actually pretty funny. Right, for anyone watching, does anyone have any predictions for the race today? I know obviously one of you said about, if I can find him on the list, Top Anton, I think it was, to have a good start. Is there any other predictions anyone thinks that will be a very likely outcome of happening? I personally think, without doing the commentator's curse, I do think, I have a way of feeling that McKeel could have a definitely good race, as we will be starting up on the formation lap. We'll see if anyone's going to play any tricks here. I do generally see some when we're doing this. Let's see everyone at the back, they're all coming down. So Starmax has actually gone forward, but Top has just been DSQ'd from the formation due to reasons I don't know. So he hasn't collided with the driver because that would disqualify the other driver as well. So we'll just it is quite a twisty section down there. We have seen in the past where that actually has happened. I think in actual F1 that has happened a couple of times before. So I think that is a good possibility here for. I think a safety car is inevitable on this track. I do feel like due to how it is, if you're a bit too aggressive, you can just cause a safety car so easily on this. Skull has just been DSQ'd as well, but I really do think we are going to get a safety car. I don't know who that is. I don't know if that's McKeel. That actually was McKeel. Not going to ask what actually happened there, but I think a couple of drivers maybe starting to struggle a little bit for grip already, and I don't think that's going to be great, as Goldfingers does also get disqualified. We have got a couple of drivers disqualified already. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 drivers disqualified. So the prediction for the pit stops is, if for the mediums, 10 to 17 laps, or for the hard tyres, 12 to 17. I think a predicted strategy would probably be most likely the mediums. I don't know anyone, but I think Jack will win this race. Jack's starting from 3rd. I think he definitely could. He does seem to have good quality pace. Obviously, I don't know about his race picks. This is actually my first time commentating on this as well. But I really do think Jack could definitely get a good position. You were correct with the. I was at JS. Sorry, so Hawkey did predict that he will be in the top 3, so he was correct for Jack being in the top 3, but we will have to see if he can convert that to a... I just want someone from F1WoW. We will find out if we will get someone from F1WoW to get the race winners. We actually just wait for the start. We have got the yellows, which does mean start now. Having multiple yellows isn't usually good. Why is there 2 leagues? So I wouldn't say it's really 2 leagues. It's just like a side thing that just happens that we sometimes do. Yeah, it's a crossover basically. So it's just like a little, I guess you could say an event. It's like an event basically. 2 leagues, showdowns. Yeah. So it's 2 leagues going against each other. Yeah, I think you've basically described it perfectly. Who's possibly best in F1WoW? I don't really know because I haven't actually. I said I've just joined as commentator, so I am very unsure. But I've got a feeling Jack. I think Jack could take the win today. I think ABE is also. We'll have a quick look where ABE's from. He is Dutch, so he will be. I think he will be F1WoW. So I think definitely ABA. I think we've actually got a person in the session. Who's that Ferrari? Is that HB5? I think it might actually be HB5 who could be having an issue. I'm not 100% sure. His car does seem to have some pretty nice suspension. Who's F1WoW in this race? Actually, do you know what? Yeah, let's run down who's F1WoW in this race. So we got ABE, Jack, Whale, Lewis, Top, Goldfinger, Louis. I think he is. Yes, he is F1WoW. FSC, Sheenhan, McKeel. I think they're basically the F1. I do know a couple of these drivers. I do know. Where is he? Louis, FSC, OG. I do know, but he's obviously FCL. I don't know what's actually happening. A couple of drivers have left. I think we are. Basically, everyone in is except Indians. Yeah, so basically anyone who isn't... So basically, I think by what I know... sorry about that. My game actually just crashed. Yeah, I'd seen that. Mickey, I'd seen the Discord. Yeah, my game also just crashed, so that's a bit interesting. Yeah. Of course that happens. Every time the game has that sort of issue, mine always crashes when the host leaves. So we will obviously just have a quick lobby restart. I don't think we're going to be doing the qualifying. I think they're just going to do a custom grid, I think, possibly. Or are we actually doing a full restart of it, Mikhail? So, I think, yeah, I'm just gonna be, obviously we're just gonna be waiting an invite from Mikhail, so that I can join in once the new session has been created. When I get the invite, I'll invite you. That is perfectly fine, Mikhail. That is absolutely perfectly fine. It's alright, Mikhail. So we will just be, let the stream know what's happening. Right. Just call me Mick. Okay, so I have to call him Mick because I don't know how to pronounce his name. So I'm just getting clarification on something before we start up the lobby. Just waiting for Mick's response. Now they're doing custom grids with the results of quality. Okay, so basically, Parrot, what happened is when we started to try to do the race, we've had a couple of issues. Where the session wouldn't start. So all we're doing is we are redoing the lobby. So I've actually just got my invite to join back in. And what's going to happen is we're not going to redo quali. The ones who are hosting, they basically are going to lobby glitched. It freezes your race. Yeah. So we're just going to redo it, just custom grid to get the proper positions from the quali, and then yeah. So that is currently what is going on. So So we don't know if it's IRC. We do think it might be IRC side. We're not 100% sure. So we are just currently doing a restart of the race, just so we have that under the way. So we just gotta wait a little bit for the custom grid to get resorted. So obviously I asked for sensible, you know, for some sensible predictions. Do any of you have any very bold predictions for this race? So we've had the safety car turn 1, which will probably happen because this is Brazil and it's F1. That kind of is a common thing. But anyone think of some really, really bold predictions? So like, for instance, 10 safety cars, which could be possible. But obviously very highly unlikely to happen. So any very big bold ones at the moment that you can think of? Sorry about that, I am back. So, how many out of the people who are actually watching, because I know some people will have different names from their, for instance, Xbox, how many of you are actually racing today in this? It's just a question. I think we're just waiting a bit more for it to just get 100% sorted out with the custom grids. We are just obviously waiting for it to officially start still. Mick, is there a predicted time on how long this could take? It's fine if it does. Its servers don't even work. FH4 does. Its servers doesn't even work. Yeah, it's annoying sometimes with the game because it's like you'll do your best to try and get everything sorted, and then it's like you go to the race and it's like, nope, we're not gonna work today.
FH4 does. Service 20. FH4. Yeah, Mick, if you can just do a quick check, just make sure that you can hear me, because I'm not sure if my audio is actually going through at the moment. We can. Okay, that's good. Okay, so it looks like we will actually be going underway. So it looks like we have actually got the lobby sorted, everyone. So we actually do get to start racing again. So we will obviously have... my brain's a little fried here at the moment. Just got to wait for obviously the session to load again, but we do have everything back in order. So as I said, let's do another prediction if maybe some people have rethought their ideas. So what's your guys' new predictions? Let's say, come on, some of you must have some new ones. I think some ones that you're hiding in your back pocket. We just wait for the lobby to load back up. Teammate from one of the leagues will crash. Oh, that's okay. That's a bold one. So with face. So are you saying so either? Oh, we're actually going straight under the way. 5 lights. And away we go. I'll quickly put the telemetry on. So ABN found is still in. Jack goes up into second ahead of Catty. We're going to try and see if we can keep at the back just to see if anything happens. So far everyone keeping it clean. We've got a couple guys who've gone wide, but they've all kept it on the track as there's been a big crash at the back as more people have started to collide into each other at the back. So this has not been a great start to the race, but I think everyone's been able to keep going as Top Anto has got into 6th position as Goldfingers tries to get past the Ferrari, which he has. So HP5 has lost a lot of positions, but we have had obviously a big crash right at the beginning into turn 2. Keep an eye on these ones at the back as well. I think so far in theatres OJ does get past control. Don't know if OJ was involved in one of them, but McKeel and obviously Red Skull have been, as the 2 Red Bulls are still battling out on track. I think them two need to keep careful if they want to keep that do really well, as Catty is trying to keep the pressure on them, as FSC Command and Sheenhan have tried to get into positions. FSC succeeded, but Sheenhan drops back out to as the border actually has now gone weird. I think I'll give it about half a lap to recorrect itself, unless it is starting to go correct. Nope, because it's showing the Renault. So we will let that correct itself as he runs wide. Has he got a damaged front wing? Yes, he has lost his end plate. Let's have a look. Are these correct? Yes, it's not actually, so I still can't say everyone's actual position gains until that actually fixes itself. It might actually fix itself this lap. So we're going into lap 3. It's yep, so lap 3 at the moment. Obviously DRS will be enabled. So is it going to correct itself still? No, it has not, because it keeps saying Catty is down at the bottom when he's not. He is actually in 3rd. So if we actually go to... Oh, not even the intervals are going to work. Well, we'll leave it intervals and we will do tyres for now. So, as we can see, the top drivers and stuff are obviously still obviously on the softs. As Goldfinger spins out in front of Wheel, that means Goldfinger's going to drop down at least one position, but don't know if he's going to lose out tomorrow as Anton has left the session. Yeah, Anton's left the session. We're one lap down with Catty as well, so... is Catty really a lap down? He can't be a lap down already. So that is actually apparently true. Catty is actually a lap down. So if I now go to position changes, so this is so far what everyone has gained. So Jack has gone up by a position, Rahul has gone up by 3, Lewis by 4. Now the ball's gone a bit weird again. We'll keep that up for a couple of seconds. We'll see if there's... Oh, I do actually want to change that back to tyres at the moment. Because I want to see... Let's go have a quick look at the lower parts of the field. So here should be 5. Stam trying to keep up with some of the drivers in front of him. As Top Anton has actually rejoined back into the session, so we might have him start driving again, but I think he is a lap down, so that is unfortunate for him, but we'll see if he can try and unlap himself at it. We've got Stealthy Sunny right in the back of Sheenan, as I am keeping an eye on the gaps from the Red Bull in front. This is McLaren. Will he go for the overtake? He's going to try and go down on the inside of Sheenan. Oh, they both try to go wheel to wheel for turn 2. Does not work out. Now will try and go for the attack after turn 3 because he will get DRS again. So Williams going to go very defensive if he goes for it. McLaren knows not to go for it. We got a couple of cars at the back who are still trying to do their catch up. Oh, I do want to look at FSC because he does seem to be right behind the Alpha Tauri of Content Mink. Let's see if he can actually try and keep up with that gap, but I think he is starting to drop back. He's a little bit on the dirt there, but he is starting to really drop back. Don't think he's going to be able to do well, and we have got Sheenan, his teammate, who is trying to catch up to him. As we will look back to Stealthy, who I think he went to go for the overtake there, but just couldn't get it done still. But he's right onto the back of Sheenan, but I think he's had to drop off a little bit there, so he didn't go to the back of him. And is not getting that position and using a lot of his ERS at the moment. So we go back to Mick, I should call him for short. Funny enough, in a Haas like Mick Schumacher. Unfortunately down in 16th due to the collision at the beginning so far, but we'll see if he can gain up a couple of extra positions during the race. Red Skull, who is one of the lapped cars and has got the Mercedes behind him, as it actually just changed to Mick there, and has just been lapped by them, and Wheel as well. So not being the greatest of positions, but Wheel does look like he wants to try and gain on the Mercedes, but just can't get it done. He tries to still gain on Lewis, but is not able to get it done. So I think that battle's going to go on for a little bit longer. I don't think there's going to be any position changes, but I will keep an eye on that. Sheenan has gained on FSC. I don't know why, but I don't know if SSC just gave up that position. But now he's got OJ right onto the rear of his gearbox at the moment. Quickly head off to AJ. Let's see how AJ is doing at the moment. Stealthy has just got past FSC command, as we can see, so both, I think FSC is just at the moment is struggling with pace, but we'll see if Sheenan can try and keep ahead of them too, as Top and has actually just rejoined the session again. We'll have a look at Cole, Control Bobby, we'll call him Bobby for short. Who is starting to catch up a little bit to Louis. We'll see if he can catch up to Louis, but so far that doesn't look like it'll happen, especially with Louis having DRS, I think. No, he actually won't, because he's 15 seconds behind HB5, but he might have actually got DRS from the car in front. I don't know if he actually is. Yes, he is actually, so that is going to compromise Bobby from catching up. I have actually just realised Top Anton has actually gone up a couple of positions. He is now in 18th since he has actually rejoined, so he is... he's slowly just trying to make his way through the field. Catty obviously down in last. Let's have a look at our front runner. So Jack obviously has pitted, as he is now exiting the pit lane. I think he's going to try and do the undercut possibly, but he has arrived behind OJ, who might hold him up here. So we'll see if this will work out for Jack. You can definitely see Jack a lot more later on the brakes, wants to try and go around the outside, but just isn't going to happen. Oh, nearly cut to Jack off there. I think he's trying to keep him up to Stealthy so he can try and get an overtake done, but Jack at the moment is not wanting to give that position backwards, because that will compromise him against his battle with his teammate. As he gets past OJ, has Stealthy is actually right up to OJ. I don't know if this was a thing strategy. OJ has gone into the pits, but that will mean he will lose a bit of time from that actual slowing down to get in. Looks like Lewis has also entered the pits. Let's actually have a bit of a watch of a pit stop, shall we? He's actually finished, I just remembered. So OJ has just put some fresh set of mediums on, so I think my prediction was correct that most of the people who obviously are doing normal pit stops will be going onto the medium tyres at the moment. As Lewis has actually just arrived behind AJ, who is one of the drivers that has not stopped yet. And I think those soft tyres are starting to die out at the moment. As the Mercedes tries to go down on the inside, the Racing Point blocking off. I think there was actually a little bit of contact there. That's why he got all twitchy out of that corner. Unless that's just the lag. Not really 100% sure, as Top Anton has left the session again. But OJ does get past HB5 and he is behind Lou, but a couple of seconds behind. As who was that? Was that Storm? Yeah, that was Storm, who has gone wide. But Lewis has got past AJ, who AJ is now going into the pits. AB, who's also pitted, has still got a gap to Jack, and it's actually 1.9 second gap. And the ABA will also be on fresher tyres, so we'll see what happens. As I said, AJ has pitted, that will drop him down by a couple positions. So I think Stealthy. Oh, Stealthy and OJ come out wheel to wheel out of that corner, but Stealthy is behind his teammate. Oh! And I think that's OJ off into the wall. So not great through that sector. He's on fresh tyres. I do want to see if he's damaged that front wing. I don't think he has. It does look to be fine, but he might have a little bit worse damage. I can't see what's happened there. That's top joining again. Got AJ trying to catch up on Louis, as Jack has now got past Sheenan. So there's Red Skull getting lapped by one of the Red Bulls. So if it's predicted that, you did actually do a pretty good strategy. Prediction. You did predict that one of your teammates will crash. So you are correct. You are correct, so if it's one of them did crash, unfortunately. This battle here is actually kind of interesting me. I think he really wants to try and find a way around that bloody Ferrari, doesn't he? HP5 has that, as he is one of the drivers who's not pitted, and FSC Command finds his way around, which will, I think we'll definitely see HP5 dropping down positions. So that was a bit of a slow exit, and I think that's going to allow OJ to start catching up a little. It's actually allowed him to catch up by quite a bit, who obviously OJ has also pitted. So we'll see if this will make any big changes. I don't think it is, because obviously OJ with having that spin, he's not going to be able to keep it with his teammate. Look, I think controls just a bit on the grass there, but it looks to be fine. But he is a second behind his teammate. He does look to be dropping off by quite a bit. So currently all the cars do have some good gaps to each other. HP5 puts on a set of fresh soft tyres. We'll see if he'll have a bigger pace advantage compared to some of the cars by the right at the end of this, and he is going to drop down to outside of the top 10, but could these tyres be his saviour to try and get in the top 10? I don't think he actually will, because AJ is quite far ahead. He's going to come out near the Alphas, so we will see if he will get any extra positions. But OJ is right in the back of command. There's McKeel, who is one of the lapped cars, and unfortunately is going to be lapped by even more cars, I think, by the end of this. Unfortunately for him. Yeah, I think OJ is going to get this done. Oh, or is he? He does seem to be struggling with the power to try and catch up to him. Oh, nearly goes right in the back of CMD there. I think OJ is struggling a little here. So he will not get past command at the moment, but we're trying going up for this next corner. Oh, bit on the brakes there. Is it a bit wide? Knows not to try and do the overtake, as he does push the Williams a bit forwards. We're going to have a little bit look at the front, but I'm going to keep an eye on them too. As HP5 does get past actually AJ. So that is a position gain for him. I don't think he's going to be able to hunt down Louis unless he makes a mistake. Oh no, sorry. He should actually be able to get into 10th actually. I am actually a little bit wrong. I completely forgot. Because I for some reason thought it was OJ that he had to try and overtake for the 10th position, but I forgot OJ is actually above. So I think we are going to see a Ferrari in the top 10 at least. So, who's got any predictions for these last 2 laps that we've got left? So, I'm going to try and I'm going to say, obviously, very safe on. I don't think Jack's going to catch up to ABE. Really doubt it's going to happen. Mikhail has actually got a penalty, but I didn't actually say what that was for. Switching penalty, so probably for track limit breaches. Oh, you got nothing. Yeah, I think someone's going to spin off. I've got a feeling. I wonder if anyone's going to actually have a position change. I think Storm is currently the only one in a really good position to try and get an overtake done. Oh, he's really on the IRS though, so we won't be able to imagine if ABA spins. That would be crazy if that actually did happen. As Storm has overtaken, but I think... Oh, Stealthy's also overtaken Lewis, so I think... Has Lewis had an issue? We have actually got a yellow for... Is that top again? Yeah, that's top again. Have we got any other locations where we could have an overtake? He told me to. Places he told me to. That's fine. So I think we shouldn't be far off. Yeah, we aren't far off from the end of this race. So as we've got ABA coming up to the final, just flat out left-hander. I think for both Red Bulls they should be happy with this performance, as obviously both of them have just led from beginning to end. And this will be for ABE the win at the Brazilian Grand Prix for Red Bull 1-2. If we just wait for Whale, who will come across the line third, take out that third position as he crashes the car into the wall. Oh, but Goldfinger goes ahead. Was there a penalty for him? I'll actually have to investigate that, but Goldfinger does take... Oh no, sorry, there you go. Now it's... I think the game's gone a bit weird on me for some reason. Sheenhan takes 5th position. Stealthy coming home from McLaren to take 6th. If that got any worse, he could have lost a wheel there. FSC, who's still got OJ right behind him, but it isn't enough for OJ to take that position. As HP5 will come across the line to take 9th position. Take home some points, as Stam will also come across the line, take out the last place, and Louis just a bit too far back to take home any points. And we've got a couple of drivers left. We've got Bobby who will come home in 13th, Rahul and Kati who will be taken home 17th and 20th respectively once they have finished off their lap. So we just wait now. Where's Cat? Yeah. Oh, he's just. I think we've actually might have two people who are glitched again. Yes, we do. We're at the glitched again. Let's see. Is that counting? No, it doesn't. Doesn't count. It actually just moved him up a position for some reason. So Lou, I don't understand why this is so broken. First race, but a lot of action over to race 2. Yes, that should be good. Once this session gets under the way of finishing. There we go. So, sorry about that. So Red Bull do take the top places so far within this race. We'll see if they'll be able to keep it throughout this. But yeah, a really good day for the Red Bull team itself. So a rundown on the finishing order of today's race. So Red Bull with ABA and Jack respectively take out the top 2 steps. Then Wheel finishes off the podium. Goldfinger in 4th, Sheenhan in 5th. In 6th we will have Stealthy there, FSC Command, OJ, HB5 and Snarm taking out the top 10. So we then have Louis in 11th, AJ, Contro, Lewis and Red Skull in 15th. Mikhail, Contended, Rahul, top Anton, who did seem to have some issues, had problems with the game. Yeah, I saw that dude. And then 20th we have Catty, who takes out the last position on the grid. And actually, let's have a little inspect of the incidents page. Let's see who got some penalties. So Mikhail got 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane, and Storm got 5 seconds for cutting the corner and gaining a position. These were during lap 1 and 2, so that obviously Mikhail's one would have been when he was pitting after the crash. Did anyone else get one? So Lewis for cutting the corner. Lewis obviously got the engine failure, but that doesn't really matter too much. And I think that actually was all of the main for 3 seconds for cutting the corner. I think that's really it. So I think we will just be getting the reverse grid sorted. I think once everyone's reconnected back in. Top 10. Surface will take my spot. I'll watch the guys. Let's go team. I think Surface mentioned that he was going to be switching out with you. So let's see what Surface can do in the Renault. Let's see if he can try and push up. Obviously, it wasn't Top's fault because obviously he had the connection issues. We'll see if Surface will be able to make Top Anton proud with his performance. So Top, do you think he'll do some really good performance? Let's actually get a little bit of a conversation going. Do you think he'll do good? But by one no Surface, I think he will actually do some pretty good performances here. We've actually dropped 2 drivers, it actually looks like. I think we are actually going to be having another restart. Sorry for you stuck in the middle of this. It's alright, Mick. Top is speaking, we can't hear... Oh, no, sorry, I haven't got him in the party. I was just asking him to put it down in the chat. Unfortunately, my Xbox does not allow conversations with people. It's been a bit funny. So, unfortunately, I can't include other people's name, unfortunately. So, but, yeah, we will see. I am just going to be waiting for Mick to send me another invite. I think we've had an issue with the lobby again. So I will be getting my second invite to join back. Well, no, wait, third invite, because obviously when I originally joined. Nothing wrong to do with F1 or F1WoW, just to clarify. It's just currently... I think we all know what F1 can be like. It's just a bit funny. Yeah, I think we all know the F1 servers can just be funny as hell. You know, we all know what they can be like. Probably just the servers, as usual, because you get them with normal multiplayer lobbies and everything. So, unfortunately, obviously, due to these, obviously, just going to take a little bit longer as we now do the reverse grid for the second race, which should be very interesting. So that will mean not HB5. Let's see if he's actually... Oh, I need to put myself as a spectator before anything. But, yeah, so obviously Serverface will be taken up and on the business. That will mean Serverface will actually start near the top, who is a driver I personally know, and I think will be quite interesting for this race. I think he's going to do pretty well, to be fair. Let's have a look. So Stealthy in the McLaren. I'm feeling that I'm going to do a bold prediction. I'm thinking... who do I think will get a podium this time? Which team do I think will take a podium? I'm going to say... Either I want to say Alfa Romeo, but I don't want to say that. Let's say a McLaren or Renault podium. That's my prediction for this race. Who else thinks that someone else might try and get another podium for this one? I think they're just getting the reverse grid, obviously, order just sorted. Oh, we've actually got an extra driver there, so I think a couple of drivers were just dropping out early whilst we were just getting stuff sorted. So yeah, sorry for the delays. As I said, just trying to get the game sorted with the technical issues we're just having at the moment. Right. I wanted to see some pretty. Sorry about the delay. Just the F1 service being bad. Yeah. Whew. Do you know what? Whilst we're waiting, how is everyone doing, by the way? Just whilst we're waiting to get the servers back up and under the way. We'll have better servers. I do hope so. I hope with the whole thing of EA now involved that they will make things a lot more better. I really do hope they do that. So let's hope they do. Try Forza Horizon 4 for service and being grateful. I wouldn't say they're as that bad, Commander. I don't think they're that bad. I've never had any issues with that so far. I think we should be close to actually having substance. We have got a couple of people readying up, so I think we will actually be going underway now. As we just... Oh, no, we're not apparently. I think we're just waiting. Oh, there we go. I think we're starting now. Are we? I think we are. We've got 12 people. No, it's going down again. I'm not really sure. I need to hop off. I need practice for my league. See you, and you're the best commentator. Thank you so much, Sign. Thank you very much, and good luck with your practice, by the way. Yeah, my brain's gone dead. But thank you very much. I do actually appreciate that. And thank you for actually coming by. No problem, Sign. It drives out of thing. Have we got, I think we're actually missing one. Try. Let's see what we've got. So we've got the two Ferrari. Oh no, we've only got one Ferrari. Oh no, I think we're missing a Ferrari here, guys. That's going to be detrimental. Oh, it's also at Monza. You can't only have one Ferrari at Monza. You got to have both of them here. Imagine what the Tifosi will be like just having that one Ferrari. gonna quickly ask what the wait up is on for, just so I can give you guys a little bit more of an update on what's happening. There we are. I think we're readying up now. Just tell us really something about them. So, yeah. So we're just getting some stuff setting up. So if you just give us, I'm not really sure how long I'm gonna take, but it's just we're having a little bit of just setup issues at the moment. So it's just, I think it's just some of the stuff just isn't working as intended. So we just gotta wait on them to fix it at the moment, and then we will be under the way. Oh, I think. So we have finally got underway. So we will now be racing at Italy, but as I have mentioned, to twist things up a bit, we have actually now got the reverse grid. So I think we are actually missing the oh no, there's Catty in HP5. So we do actually have Catty. So I think Catty, since he's the Ferrari, should be starting on pole position, I think. So we'll see if that'll be a bit more interesting. As you can see, we've got Surface, who's still the last one to connect. He is taking over Top Anton. For anyone who hadn't seen, Top Anton has had to leave, but we have got Surface, who will be taking his position in the race. So we will see how that goes with him as we just wait for him to connect. Don't know if he's actually currently having some technical difficulties, so we will just have to wait for a little bit. Has anyone here got any predictions for a Monza Grand Prix at the moment? Anyone got any really nice predictions? Just gotta wait, obviously, for the session to fully load up. So as we now just wait up for the grid positions, we will actually have a sneaky look at it, shall we? So we have Surface on pole. Did Catty finish third? I can't remember him finishing third. No, it wasn't. I'm sure it wasn't. Anyways, whatever the positions were, we will be starting, because I'm sure one of the Ferraris was actually last. But, we're just waiting for everything. We are just waiting for the lobby to start itself up. So how is everyone actually, by the way, who is watching this beautiful, I was going to say sunny afternoon, it's a boiling afternoon, well it's actually great, yeah I would say sunny afternoon. How is everyone doing actually who is watching this Grand Prix? Just for anyone who's just tuning in. I think we're having more technical difficulties. I think we're just still waiting for it to just to load up properly. I'm not actually really sure what's actually happening at the moment. Jack has rejoined. We are still having some technical difficulties. We are really unsure what is actually going on. Just have to see what happens, see how long this will take. I'm not really sure what the situation is, so sorry for anyone who's just tuned in is looking at a random, it's just looking at, I'm looking at just loading. We are currently just trying to quickly fix a technical issue. I think we're just having people leaving and rejoining just to see who is who's got the issue. Because we've got a very weird problem where we can't actually get into the session at the moment. Yeah. We're just going to be waiting on that. Hey, right. Hey, God. So 5 red lights, and I don't know where we go. But that was interesting. It's one of the Alfa Romeos actually goes right off to the side there. And we've already got a big pressure bike, which is all Goldfinger and ABE. And yeah, that's not been great for the Red Bull boys there, as just contended cuts the corner basically. And we have already got a free SC already. Wow, this is absolutely chaotic. Whoa, okay. I think we've got a couple of people who are not happy as AB has just... Right, I think we've definitely have... Wow. Yeah, I'm really unsure what to say about that, but... I think we've got everyone scrapping for position. We've got a Ferrari at the back. I think that was HB5 who's just slammed into the wall. We've got yet still yellows in sector 2. as Control Bobby has been spun out, like, basically by the Mercedes, or he might have just spun himself out there, basically. Let's head to the front, because I want to see what these two are going to have. Bit of a close battle there, but he keeps himself still on track. OJ wants to probably trying to take that position as HP5 gets a penalty for cutting the corner. I think we've had another incident again, I think. It's not even the first lap and it's an incident-filled session. So with Face leads the Grand Prix so far. As Storm, Sheen and Rahul contend for the positions, but Contended wants to take Sir with Face's position. As we have got a VSE. Oh, don't say we've had another crash at the back again. I think that's right at the entrance of the pit lane. Oh, okay. So we've had CMD who has crashed out. We've got like half a field basically in the pits. That is ridiculous. That is literally half the field in the pits. So with the VSE has actually just ended. Oh, and Surface nearly loses it, but Contended wants to try and keep it with them at the same time. I think. So we've got Michaela, who's got a good launch compared to Sheen Han. As we've got a yellow sector 1, not really sure what that's all about. But Mick gets past us. We have got a yellow for Ferrari. Oh, as we've got an Alfa Romeo of Bobby, who has gone right into the wall there. I think Lewis might have just lost a bit of a front wing there, I think. We have actually got more yellows now. You can see an Alfa Romeo going really slow. And the Ferrari, who's also spun. Oh, I'm going to run out of breath by this point. As we get... Oh, I think I was just going a little bit slow, but I think we should be fine. Set a car off at the back. As this is just chaos at the moment at the Monza Grand Prix. Because like I want to go to the drivers back up, because if I look away from this group, they just crash into each other. Look up ahead, that's absolutely ridiculous what is going on here. As Sheenhan gets a penalty, no wonder, because he basically got the corner there. We actually have got a really slow Red Bull. I think he's actually just had an issue, I think. Oh yeah. As these two are absolutely battling it out, and Sheenhan and I think that was Storm, who have collided with each other. OJ, who isn't even in the session, I think. As we've got another incident at the front with Goldfinger's being involved. What is going on? I have absolutely no idea. As more cars obviously have come into the pits. Silverfish still leads the race with Contended behind him. Is that another crash again? That is another crash that has happened. This is... yeah, impact for it, and why that throw looked a little too slow to me. I'm going to keep an eye on them. I think this group definitely looking quite as at the fit. As we see Wheel and AJ just slammed right into each other. Let me go back to this group because I have a feeling something's going to happen. Oh, we have actually got a couple of my yellows. I wonder if... oh! So HP5 actually just went straight on in that corner. Hasn't caused a safety car. So I'm actually going to have a very quick look to see out of the race directors how many of them are from what. So Looks like mostly F1WoW have lost most of the races so far. Oh no, I can see this going badly. Oh, I could see that happening. I could see that happening. As Catty's and as I think Wheel thought he might be able to brake check on there. I'm not really 100% sure. We've got yellows all over the track at the moment. As we see Goldfingers, who is in the last place position. Right, I think things are starting to calm down a little, I think, now. Let's have over to Jack, who was second place during the last race, as why do I see a Mercedes around? And it is Goldfingers who has spun around. So everyone's starting to space themselves out as OJ has just gotten to second. But I think Sir with Face is actually in the pit, so that will be why. So see if Rahul can go, but his contended actually goes into the pit as well. He has just received a penalty. This has quite a few drivers. I'm just ignoring the yellows for now because I know that they aren't actual yellows. They are just the game being a bit funny, because it's even showing them in locations where we actually haven't got people at the moment. So for anyone in the audience, did you kind of expect the race to start like that, as that chaotic? We actually have a group that is kind of close to each other. That is, I think that might be Control. Oh no, that is Storm, who is behind him. So we have got a Sector 3. He's not. I'm not going to question... Okay, so that's just the game being glitchy. Whoa. Okay. So currently, where is contended? So he's between AJ and Luis Fenn. So he's actually dropped down. So it looks like he may have actually been involved in an incident that I have not seen. So we've got more yellows for no reasons whatsoever. Let's go to OJ. Let's see how OJ is doing. As I switch off to him, we do see the Mercedes spinning out of Goldfingers, who this race just really seems to be struggling on those tyres. As I actually completely forgot about put the temperature up, so sorry about that, guys. So the top three are the other ones who actually haven't pitted. So Sir with Face was also lost out during the pit stops. So currently he would be third. But if we go to tyres, he's in the mediums. And Rahul has switched out to softs. So he will have the pace at the end compared to some of the drivers. Goldfingers has just been disqualified for going the wrong way, which is something very interesting. That was Jack actually gets a 3-second penalty. Goldfinger, as it says, has been disqualified officially.
we have got more yellows, but again, I think that's just down to them. There's a group there I actually want to have a look at, which is this group at the moment. It's starting to space out a bit more now. Is that wheel on the back of... Oh, which of the alphas is that actually? I don't really know. Alphas? Sorry, one of the S's. As we do see OJ now finally coming to the pits, and we will see. I predict him to go onto the mediums. Yes, he is. That was very predictable. I think, to be fair, for a 25% race, you should really be going onto the mediums than the softs, because you actually get more out of your mediums, to be fair, but then you can just push really hard on the softs. But it's very interesting to see some of them actually have done the opposite, because obviously you've got a couple of them who went on to soft tyres, but a couple of them who went from soft to mediums. So, very interesting strategies by some of the drivers. As you say, half the billboards have actually been taken out, so unfortunately we do not have any sponsors for this race. So sorry about that if anyone was hoping for some sponsors. We actually don't have any for today's race, since the drivers agreed not to. 5-second penalty for corner cutting gained 2 places. So Sourface not happy with something. So Mikhail is the one, is the one who is leading. But for the moment, okay, that's just these. Oh, I'm a bit scared for this one. We'll see if OJ and Jack can battle this out safely. OJ nearly squeezes Jack into the wall. But will OJ get the DRS? No one's going to get the DRS. Oh, the Haas does. Oh, but Red Bull does. Okay. This is going to be interesting. Is Will going to go for it? He is going to go for it. He's going to lap himself, but causes the McLaren to spin out Jack, who will now lose out on a podium chance, I think, now. Where is Sourface? There he is, and there's OJ. And there's Will. Oh! I have no idea. Oh, so that was by Sourface who caused that. So OJ is out of the session now. So I think definitely gonna have to have some talks about it. Oh, as Sourface has actually just gone right into the gravel. So Will has actually now pitted. And is he in net lead? Or is he actually in? He's actually in the lead. Okay, so let's see that for some reason the positions have gone very weird. This is not what I was actually predicting, to be fair. Well, Jack has gained up into second. He has got a penalty. Let's actually check these penalties. So a drive through for Sourface, 5 for Mikhail. Sheehan gets 6. So, sorry, Nick. So he should be fine, because Sheehan has got more. AJ has no penalties, so actually he will take 6th place from contended. Louis, he's kept it clean. He's going to be he's still going to gain a good position. How about Rahul? Let's see what position he's in. It's not actually going to show it. We have actually got some yellows. There we are. Let's have a look. So Rahul will not gain the position from Catty. So we are on to the second to last lap. As we're actually, I say, we've just started the second to last lap. No on board on Storm. Whoa, I don't know what's going on with AJ. Is he falling asleep or is he like run out of food? What is he doing? Let's keep an eye on these two. Oh! As Storm and Surface have took each other out. I don't understand why that was done for. And I still don't understand why AJ's gone slow. I think everyone's just quitting this session. I think at this point I'm not really 100% sure, but I think the game's good. I think we've actually got a safety car or something, but the game's just going really slow. Let's head over to Wheel. Oh, sorry, that's the AI that have retired. I just realised. So I am just waiting for Wheel to cross the line, because I don't really think anyone's going to be really getting any positions. If we look at penalties, oh, actually, Mikhail could. If he can gain a couple of if he can gain a couple of tenths, he could actually take third place. I'm going to keep an eye on this, because this is actually a very interesting battle. So Mick is really pushing it. I think all he needs to do is sit within a second and he's got it. All he needs to do. So we could be seeing Mick, who is, if anyone just knows, the F1WoW creator. He could actually be getting a win. I don't mean that in a very sarcastic way, but if he can really push it, come on. I know I shouldn't be like this, but I really want. Let's see what happens. I don't think he is unless Sheehan has a really slow last corner. Oh, I think he has. Oh, I don't think it's going to be enough. Oh, it is! Mikhail takes third place. Oh, no, does he? I want to actually check out the race director because that'll properly tell me. Race director tells me he does take third place, including with penalties. So this is that actually an all F1WoW podium? That is actually an all F1WoW podium. So I think Rahul's going to be thinking. So this, unfortunately, this will be the last race, unfortunately. So we'll just wait for Rahul to go across time. We'll give the standings for the top 6, who are the other ones finished. So we'll think this off, and then we will unfortunately be ending it a bit early. Just see, Jack gets to drive for the day. Yeah, I'm fine with that. I think Jack did actually do a pretty good race considering he was at the back. So we're good. Here are the podium standards, and there we go. A Haas 1-3. That's actually pretty good. And all these are F1WoW drivers as well. So good work, and actually having a very consistent podium there from a single league. Very interesting from Haas and the Red Bull team, for both of the teams, because that's both of them where they've had 2 drivers on the same podium. So that is really good. We'll run down on the top 6 as that finished. So Whale takes out the win for Haas, then Jack for Red Bull, and then Mikhail for Haas again to take a 1-3.
Sheenhan takes 4th, Louis takes 5th, and Rahul takes 6th. That'll finish off the people who actually finished the race. And then everyone else, for reasons I don't know, didn't finish. So I've also like to announce, after a quick calculation, F1WoW has actually won the event by points officially. So absolutely amazing, to be fair, that we have actually won by points. I think you can kind of see that in consistency in the podium, of the podiums and also in the positions. So yeah, so absolutely amazing for our league to take the win out of the two. So just give me 1 minute. Let's get a little message from Earth here. So, I hope everyone has enjoyed whatever the hell this race was. I'm shocked at what it was. So I hope everyone did enjoy. And I really do hope, guys, for the actual normal Formula 1 season, I will catch you guys at that point, because I really do hope on commentating on that. And yeah, I will catch you guys in the future races. And thank you very much for joining. And yeah, we will catch you guys next week. Bye.